a heartfelt tribute to her groom, a new life in the Big Apple, and her first solo album is what brings our friend Lacy Miller back on this week's Spotlight Music Series. You're still glowing.
Oh, thank you.
Great to see you again.
So good to see you, Layla.
Oh gosh, so many changes.
So many. It's just amazing how life can change and take on different forms.
And that special someone just breezed into your life,
He
Mr.
did.
Jonathan.
He did.
So got to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Jonathan.
it sounds like he was a big life changer for you.
He was. He was.
So tell us about some of those, the new journeys you've been on since the last time we saw you.
Wow, so since you've seen me last, a big move.
Yeah.
So kind of exploring life in the city. The big question everyone asks, are you still part of the Gracie and Lacy duo with
Yes.
your sister? I am, coming back to do gigs with my sister, and then also forging a new direction up in New York, and this time kind of taking a more, as vulnerable and authentic as I can be in this phase of life, and Jonathan's really like helped me to have the courage to step out in that.
And for anyone who's watching this who's not familiar with Lacy and Gracie and the act that you perform, it's a very period, it's nostalgic, always upbeat, you tap dance, you sing, it just, you are in the hearts of all those who watch you. They love watching this act. So how is this solo career now so very different from what we're used to seeing with you and your sister Gracie?
You know, somebody put it really well. They said, you guys perform the way that we wish life was, in kind of this magical, lighthearted way. And as I've kind of been writing music, and a lot of it's been processing through some trauma from my childhood, I realized, you know, there's beauty in the authentic as well. And sometimes sometimes people need that escape, which is what Gracie and Lacy provides. And then sometimes people need to know, oh, that person went through what I went through.
Right.
And so I'm taking kind of that healing journey and putting this album together of resilience. And Jonathan's been a big cheerleader of that, and letting me know it's okay.
And your journey is the journey of so many others. So I'll give you the floor if you want to take us through some of those traumas, because I will say anybody who watches you, anyone who knows you, would never know that you had any trauma whatsoever in your life.
I don't feel that my story is too rare, unfortunately, but I did grow up in a home with domestic violence, and really had to kind of relearn, you know, what is normal. And so a lot of things I didn't realize weren't normal about the way I grew up. And then as I kind of got out into the world, you know, I needed to perform. I needed to help support my family. And so my sister and I loved it. I mean, what a great outlet. So that was, music really was such a lifesaver for both of us. And particularly when I moved to Charleston, I was over at Shem Creek, and my father had passed away very tragically.
So sorry.
Never any, you know, resolution to the trauma in our family, and it really struck me, like, how do you forgive when you can't talk to the person anymore? How do you, he can't make anything right. I can't talk to him. Like, there's no resolution. And I really feel like God just put the song Flowers in the Water, which is launched an entire album project. As I was out at Shem Creek, we dropped some white roses in the water as symbolically forgiving my dad. And it was life-changing for me. And so the entire new phase of Lacy Miller singing is, hey, if you're going through something, I mean, I struggle with complex PTSD. I still have some of the symptoms.
You and your sister, at the height of professionalism as performers, but you were an expert at hiding those things. No one ever knew, whether they met you on the street or they saw you on stage, that persona endured in both venues. And I think now that you've decided to bring down those walls, you are going to reach even more people because of your music. And I think, you know, having the positive reinforcement from your husband, Jonathan, but also you will find with your audiences that it speaks to them and what courage it has taken you to do this. But again, I'm so excited for you. Flowers in the Water, I've got so many other questions. We're running out of time because we want to hear you perform coming up after the break. But you are planning your album. When is this going to drop? How do people find your music? And when are you going to perform for us?
Oh, well, I am so excited. So Flowers in the Water is a work in progress. I've dropped one of the singles, House on Hill, which is on Spotify now,
Fantastic.
Along with the song I'm going to play for you, Jonathan's song about my husband. And so I've decided to drop the songs throughout the year.
Okay.
So I'm working on another one right now, and I'll share it with you as soon as it drops.
I can't wait.
Working on that, and then at the end of 2025, I'll have my compilation and have more of a formal release.
Yes.
But I'm going to be trickling it out. The way the algorithms work these days, that seems to be the way to go. So that's,
you got to deal with technology one way or the other. Well, I cannot wait to hear Jonathan's song. What a lovely tribute to your groom, your new husband.
Yes.
And again, congratulations on all of this. Life is made up of chapters, and this is a shining, beautiful one ahead of you. So I'm really excited for you, Lacy. Thank you so much for sharing.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back after this with Jonathan's song. Don't go anywhere.